Hello, everybody. 3rd of October. It's a Tuesday. It's 10 o'clock. It's got to be Get Out of Rap TV, hasn't it? We're back on the Tuesday slot, which is great. I don't want to mess with your brains anymore. How are you all? So, I think I might have done this before, but I just want to do it again. It was such a good one before. Please do. Let's say hello in the comments. What is your nickname? Eerie Islet. Good morning. SKWAD. You're going to have to explain, Danny. You got me thinking already, mate. SK. Rob, happy Christmas, everyone. Now, if you do, I'm sorry, I'm still on the strepsils. I was ill last week, wasn't I? It's never too soon, Rob, is it? It's never too soon. I think there's something like, isn't there only 12 weeks? Something like that. Hello, Mark. How are you doing, my friend? David's here. Good morning, Dave. How you doing? He's saying hi to No Way. Marcus. I used to work with Marcus many moons ago. Hello, mate. How are you? Now, Marcus I used to watch your YouTube channel. Is it still going, Marcus? Oh, it's good to see you. Um, hello, Jules, mate. DJ is in the house, and Farhad is joining us from Durban, South Africa. Nigel's here. Good morning, my friend. So, what was Danny talking about? Squad. For the peeps that aren't down with the street. Okay, sorry. So this was this. The squad. I should have just said it. Um, hello. Maria, how are you doing? I'm well. Thanks for hosting. No problem. Just a quick visit from my side, as I have a screening call soon. Oh, I hope it goes well. Shamim's here. Hello, good morning from a surprisingly sunny Chepstow. I don't have a nickname, so it's Shamim. Okay. Hello, David, mate. How are you doing? Rami's here. Rami, an awesome member of the team leader community. Okay, so Shamim doesn't have a nickname. I've added mine in, one of mine anyway. One of mine is Mr. T. I seem to get called that at work. Rob's gone Wilkie, Wilksy. That's the other one as well. My surname lends itself to a lot of nicknames as well. Yes, indeed, Rob. Good luck to Maria Lucia Sana. Good luck on the screening call. We are all sending positive vibes. Borada, everyone. The Welsh legend is here, Marianne. And talking of legends, all the way from Australia. G'day, mate. Dobbo. Now then, I do like a Dobbo. An old nickname I used to have was Tinker Hell. Now you are gonna have to explain that, Mark. Come on. Farhad Backstein was my nickname. It means brick. Oh, that's a cool one. Jules is saying good morning to Marianne. Tinker Hell, come on, you've got to explain. Hi, Martin. It's been a while. Great to see you again. Hello, everyone. Clayton is a legend, isn't he? High school nickname I cannot share. Very rude, but you can call me Danger. I will call you Danger. I will call you Danger. Danger Drotsky. It's great to see you again. Yeah, we are sending all the best, Maria. Kate's here. Good morning. Morning all from Bob. Now, was Bob your nickname? I'm assuming it was, Kate. Yes. Raymondo is here. Hey, Mr. T from Bev. You call me Raymondo, so that will do. Do you know why we call her Raymondo in the community? Because she's a ray of sunshine, often coming with swear words, but a ray of sunshine nonetheless. Clayton Drosky, that's a coincidence. Danger is my middle name. You two are a double act. No real nickname is Jules it. Jules is it. DJ, surely he's got to be it. Jules is my nickname, I guess. I get it. I get it. What other ones? I mean, I'm sure we're all intrigued by Clayton's. Very rude. And this was a guy that cut his teeth in the high schools of South Africa, no less. So I'm sure it was very rude. But do keep these coming. We all love a nickname. It just helps us get to know each other a little better, doesn't it? Now, I know he's also been ill. I'm not sure if he's here today, but my good friend Chris Rainsforth and I have been up to some nonsense and some trouble. Rob Wilkinson, not a nickname, but people did shout "Hey Bert" at me at school from the Muppets. Oh, Rob, you're such good value. You really are. Hey Bert. Oh yeah, I love that. School days were the best, weren't they? Anyway, as I was saying, me and Chris Rainsforth, as well as both being ill at the same time, have been putting some work together. So I'm very pleased to announce that I have a new partner, and that is the Forum. I love what they do. We are going to be doing some work together. We're going to be doing some um, podcasts and some other things. I love how they operate and what they stand for. So I'm really pleased to say that the Forum are a new partner of mine, and I'm very, very happy about it because it means I get to carry on doing things like this. So, we're 10 months in now, 10 months into being self-employed. It is a challenge to say the least, but with the Forum, and yes, Chris, you're right, the Forum and Chris Rock. So I'm very pleased to add them to my list of partners, which is these guys. So thanks to Sabio, to BPA Quality, to DDC, and to Green Bean. Without them, I wouldn't be doing this. So thank you very much. But yeah, very pleased to be working with Chris and Phil and Dave and Ian and everyone at the Forum. Watch this space for some more stuff. Let me just catch up because we don't want to miss this one. Look, Beveridge and VJ. Oh dear, Bev. This is before the watershed flashbacks. Hey Bert. Danny says Beverly Hughes. I do love a beverage. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Marianne, mine is M. A little bit boring. However, it does mean I get to manage James Bond. I could see that, Marianne. Definitely. It needs a bit of a Welsh twist, doesn't it? Now, it is time for us just to have a quick advert break.
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
Thanks, Silla. That's right. I'm going to be speaking at the Expo. Day 1, 11:45 in the Keynote Theatre. I'll be sharing what do team leaders need? What are the key things that they need to thrive? What should you never do? And how best can you support them? I've also got a stand at the Expo, and it is handily titled CC P52.
Whoa! Okay. Can you repeat the part of the stuff where you said all about the things? The things?
So please do come along to my keynote day 1, 11:45, and then afterwards, why not come over to the stand? Not CP30, but CCP52. That's it. It'll probably be near the toilets. But you can come, we can chat about the team leader community, and also you can come and do a quick recording with me as well. So hopefully see you there. Ta-ra! So I hope you didn't mind that, and I hope to see you all at the expo. Like I say, I'll have a stand. I'm going to have some friends helping me on there, including Raimondo. So please do come and say hello, and also maybe do a quick recording. And as Rob says, toilets are the prime location. Everybody passes you. I'm not sure they're near the toilets, but I'm pretty sure they are. But yeah, please do the 29th and 30th of November. I'm really looking forward to it. I know Danny's talking there. I know Clayton's talking there. I'm hosting a panel as well. So it should be really good. Now, Maria's leaving us. Thanks again for the support and the positive vibes. And all you guys, see you on the next live. Good luck, Maria. Let us know how it goes. We're all behind you. Too many great people still looking for new roles. Now, we are in Tuesday of what is on what is National Customer Service Week. So the question for the day is, we're in Customer Service Week. Does this mean anything to you and our industry? When you are you really prepared about it? Are you doing things in your centers? How important is it? Will you have drinks and snacks or massages? Ooh, massages. I'm sure I do a good massage, but and for you, Clayton, yeah, of course. Now this would be great, Mr. T bobbleheads. Well, I mean, look at the size of this. It could be done, couldn't it? That's a good prize. I want one myself. So we're in Customer Service Week. The Institute of Customer Service, their website is great for telling you. So each day is something different. And I think today is respect for those in service, especially retail customer service or face to face, and that they've been right behind passing legislation for making it a particular offence to abuse a shop worker or something like that. I mean, it's a sad indication of where we are as a country that we need this, especially one that was meant to be brought up on good manners. However, thinking about contact centers right now, do you know, is your contact center doing something? Do you know of other contact centers that are doing things? Certainly in the team leader community, we've had somebody post that they are doing, they're playing bingo, they're doing cakes, they are referencing National Customer Service Week. But what about you guys? When you think, were you even aware it was happening? Does it mean anything to you? Or is it another one of those things where you think, oh, here we go, it's National Hedgehog Day? Or but specifically for us and our industry, what do you think? Danny, spot on here. Scotland have that law already. It's a sad indictment of some public interactions. Very true. G'day, Peter's here. Peter Dunn, everybody. Yes. I can tell you all his nicknames, don't worry. So, we're in Customer Service Week. Does this mean anything to you and our industry? It is a chance to celebrate key aspects, the reason for our industry, right? You know, we don't often get in the limelight, do we? Does Customer Service Week do that for us? Does it put us into the spotlight, or is it just a gimmick? What do you think? What are your thoughts? Tongue in cheek, it means a different type of content appearing on my LinkedIn feed. Yeah, does everyone's trying to make the tenuous link to, you know, there's marketing departments all around the country that have everything diarized into their social calendars, right? Their social media calendars. Exactly that. Now, Marianne, have a look at my post this morning. Picture says disappointed. This is how much Amazon think of Customer Service Week. I'll have to have a look at it afterwards. I can't look at it now, otherwise I'll disappear. But perhaps you can explain, Marianne. Maybe some companies only focus on customer service for 1 week a year. That would explain a lot of the stories of terrible CX we hear. Ouch. I mean, you know, yeah. Rob, we do hear some terrible stories, don't we? Danny says, I'd love to see more testimonials, performance metrics, NPS, CSAT, and other customer stories shouted about. Yeah, me too. I often think, why aren't we sharing and celebrating a lot more than we do. Perhaps it's the vehicles for it don't necessarily exist. I'd be more than happy to share good news stories and good stats. How can we make the Las Vegas Sphere some sort of reflection of our customer service? Here comes Ray. It means bugger all to the man in the street. Yeah, so again, really good point, Bev. Does that mean that it's very much us internally? It gives us an opportunity to celebrate the people delivering customer service day in, day out. But actually, in terms of for the wider public looking at us as an industry, it doesn't do what we want it to do. Pete says our feeds are essentially echo chambers due to the LinkedIn algorithm. I would love to understand if other industries see this week and see the positives of the industry, hear good news stories that it's a career option. Wouldn't that be great, Pete? I totally agree. Excuse me, sorry, the show must go on. Yeah, really, really true. It's hard to get that kind of external view, isn't it? I think if you if you just do a straw poll of people that you know, right? So we had football training last night. I asked a couple of them if they knew anything about it. Nothing at all. In readiness for this, but yeah. So it was only a straw poll of 3 other coaches, but none of them knew. So Marianne, thank you for explaining yesterday. 2 hours and 5 minutes on live chat. Wow, very painful. Nothing resolved. Far too much to explain. Wow. Isn't it concocted by one of the industry groups? Maybe it is the Institute of Customer Service have done it. This is a little bit like Hallmark, was it? Or I think Hallmark in the States created like Mother's Day, Father's Day, that kind of thing, didn't they? I didn't even get my decorations up this week. Who's got their National Customer Service Week tree up? And how long do you keep it up for? So good. Rob's just asked Mrs. W. No idea. It's interesting, isn't it? I'm not surprised, though, I would say. I wasn't surprised that none of the other coaches knew anything about it. Yes, it was. So I was right, Pete. Good. That's good to know. The Institute of Customer Service. No wonder their website's good about it. That every day is there's a different focus, but they have got a lot of resources on there for sharing with your teams for what that is worth. So just from our squad here, as Danny called it, still got them up from Shark Week on Discovery. I've got pumpkins outside the front door. It's spooky season here. Spooky customer service. So just from our squad here, it would seem that is this because we're just very cynical? What for the people in our contact centers, does it mean more to them? I imagine there's more focus and prizes and things like that. And that's not to infantize what the guys do. But perhaps it means more. I don't know. Are we just us guys know that there's still so much more to be done? Are there any positive aspects of it for you? For me, I think the chance to celebrate people within our industry has to be a good thing. Other than that, though, it's not something that maybe we do need trees and decorations. Maybe that is the thing that is going to like give it a bit more oomph. But I don't get the impression from all of you guys watching that you're very excited about National Customer Service Week. It's not that we're cynical, it's that we're idealists. Yeah, I love that. Who believe that it should be customer service all year round. Totally true. Totally true. I should just share an experience I had where, for me, customer service really and CX really comes to the fore when something goes wrong. I left my car and house keys at a hotel the Premier Inn, and it took me about 3 days just to get through to speak to someone. In the end, because they just had a message for the direct number, the message just kept saying, "We're really busy, sorry." There was no other direct number. In the end, I rang the reservations line, and I spoke to someone and just pleaded with him. Lovely guy. He said, "Right, let's solve this together." And we, through their internal teams, found the manager of the Premier Inn in London, in Soho, and he, the guy on reservations was talking to me, going, he's typing. The manager said, "Right, give me his mobile number. I'll phone him straight away." Now, what? And I got my keys back. Now, what I thought though, these two guys who just decided to deliver exceptional service did so outside of their processes. They went against their process. They were pockets of super people trying to help me against how their processes worked. And I just thought that was fascinating, that they had to be rebels to be able to help me, because I couldn't, if I'd have followed what would have been the path, I would have had to have raised a complaint that would have taken weeks, and all I wanted was my keys back. So little story there, but I think there's some lessons in that we make things so complicated. We don't help people when things go wrong. Are customers excited, says Pete, or are they still getting you know what service? Yes. Marcus, I'm so happy you're here, Marcus. It's brilliant to be back in touch with you. It's brilliant. I took on the role of NPS champion in my team. This allowed me to shout about good customer interactions and get the recognition from my colleagues for their good work on a monthly basis. That is brilliant. That's brilliant. I hope you're well, mate. I really do. Marianne concurs with Danny on that we're idealists. Rob says, if it makes just one interaction better, then it's worth it. No harm done. About the National Customer Service Week. Yeah, I agree. Maybe companies learn from this week and continue lessons throughout the year. That would be good. So reference your Premier Inn situation. Would you say that was a good or bad example? Great question. Because it was both, right? Which illustrates how important gathering voice of the customer was. Definitely. I would say predominantly it was bad because it still took too long. However, they had good people there who, once they knew the situation. So the first guy in particular, the default would have been to say, we deal with reservations. I can't help you. It's nothing to do with me. And to push me back to the contact number for the Soho branch, right? Which somebody else did, and I just still couldn't get through. So I came back to pressing 1 for I want to make a new booking. And I also thought I'm going to make it for more than 10 people because they'll probably prioritize that. That guy, rather than just going, it's not my problem, exhibited great customer service because he wanted to help me. He took some time to think. He didn't just fob me off. He said, right, I'm going to do some investigation and see who the manager is there. Found it, messaged him on Teams. Next thing you know, I'm talking to the manager there who's got my keys. So you're dead right. Illustrates how important gathering voice of the customer was. Now, I haven't given that feedback to them because, again, it's pretty difficult. Is it fascinating or is it typical? I think they're run, they're run ragged in these roles. So being able to deliver something over and above the norm or dealing with problems quickly is a pain, right? Is a pain for overworked people who, again, are fighting the system. Beverly Hughes, breaking the rules to uphold principles of good service shows there's systematic issues that need fixing. Yeah, I agree. Customer Service Week is like Black History Month and other awareness events. It shouldn't be about single individual experiences or awareness. It should be about changing the systemic issues, processes, policies, and beliefs that make us feel that these are acceptable practices the other weeks, months of the year. Very, very true. Pete Dunn cross posts and great minds about systemic problems. Just finished a great book I'm sure many on here have read, Unreasonable Hospitality. Great examples of what going beyond customer expectations looks like. Oh, great. A book recommendation. Brilliant. Danny agrees. Superb book. There's some great interviews with him too. He was on Cinex podcast. Great. Penny, hello. Customer service week should be about senior leaders in the business getting on the floor and really getting to see what their frontline teams face on a daily basis, understanding their pain points. This is what we should be driving in our business, not decorating our floors, in my opinion. Yeah, great. It's good shout, Penny, because get things done rather than gimmicks and trinkets. And don't get me wrong, I do like decorating contact center floors, but without substance behind it, it's kind of meaningless, isn't it? Again, lots to do, lots to be done. There's still so much more to do, and we will be focusing a bit more on CX. So that should be interesting. So where are we at? Okay, we're about half an hour in. You know what that means. Okay, we're going through the Contact Babel Decision Makers guide. Just quickly, Rob agrees with you, Penny, very much so. Great point. We are up to the actions taken to assist frontline agents in supporting the company strategy, which is a bit apt, really, isn't it? Because I'm sure Premier Inn have a company strategy that means you don't get as frustrated as I was just trying to sort something out. So here are the actions taken by those that were surveyed in Contact Babel, the biggest survey of our industry. And these were the responses. So in the question, what actions are you taking to assist your frontline agents in supporting your company strategy? You can see here, against these statements, whether they strongly agreed, they were neutral, they disagreed, or they strongly disagreed, you can see that it's a bit of a toss-up between improved QA measurement and coaching. This is for 10 to 50 seat operations, so classed as small, versus investment in technology, increased soft skills training. Now, I'm sure, like me, some of you will get a bit funny with soft skills, a bit of an outdated terminology, I think. Increased technical product knowledge training, increased training for handling digital inquiries, recruiting more experienced or educated agents led to some interesting responses there, look. An improved QA measurement and coaching. But as Rob notes, technology is top. Again, there's a theme, isn't there, been when we've been doing these, that it seems the easy go-to, oh, yes, please, I'll have one of your most silver bullets. All our employees are people, says Danny. All our customers are people. All of the leaders are people. All of the shareholders, stakeholders, and prospects are people. It always, always amazes me that people investment is always so far down any list. What's wrong with soft skills? I must have missed the memo. No, I just think there's some more specific terms that it perhaps has become associated with it not being that important, when in fact, I guess emotional intelligence and communication skills and active listening, and they could all still be wrapped up in the soft skills. I'm not saying it's not one to use, but I just don't see it as often, I guess is what I'm saying. But I really agree with Danny's point here, and I will issue another memo on the whole soft skills use of. So that is the small group. Let's go to medium and see if there's any difference. If we lump the three trainings together, that's a positive winner. Handling digital inquiries, technical product knowledge, soft skills. Yes. Yes, it is, Rob, isn't it? Ooh, fancy schmancy. Ooh, look at me. So actions take. So this is the medium group. No real differences there, are there? It's the same, pretty much, unless I'm missing something. You guys are eagle-eyed. If we just have perfect tech, everything will be fine. Yes, so true. And then this is the large operation. Now, throughout this read along, there has normally been a difference between the large operation and the small. Let's see if there is here. No, not really. They're all pretty similar, aren't they? They all look, they're small. This is like the optician. Now or now or now. Which one? It's very close. So yes, actions taken to assist frontline agents supporting the company strategy. We've gone to our favorite silver bullet, which is technology. Although, as Rob says, training seems to be the one. Now, what would be interesting is the extent to which that training is actually delivered and followed through. They can recognize that it's needed, but are they actually taking it and sorting it? And as Rob says, does anyone else read improved QA measurement as move goalposts? Improved QA measurement and coaching. Well, I'm sure Pete Dunn will have a view on that. What's your interpretation, Pete? When you read that, improved QA measurement and coaching, do you read that as move the goalposts? Answers on a postcard, please. Okay. This is a very long list. I hope you can see it on the screen. The next thing was, okay, the following chart shows respondents' current and future use of specific contact center solutions. And you can see that, not much of a surprise, call recording is used now with no plans to replace or upgrade in 77% of the respondents. Management information systems, IP telephony infrastructure, workforce management systems, touch tone, IVR, web chat, social media as a customer service channel, email management software is kind of in the middle. That surprises me. Mobile customer service app, SMS messaging, interaction analytics, robotic process automation, AI machine learning at 22%, automated outbound dialer 20%, gamification at 15%, automated speech recognition at 13%, and video agents at 9%. What I like about this is on one page you can see the kind of technological landscape out there. Right, hold on. Pete's chipping in here in response to Rob's point. All too often, performance management without the proper title. Such a shame, says Rob. Thanks, Peter, mate. Danny, if you were on a plane and the pilot said we have a 92% chance of landing today, you'd be off that flight pronto. Yet we feel that a 92% QA is something amazing. Yeah, you might open a can of worms here because me and Pete are prone to wang on about QA. Hello, Kerry. How you doing? I remember we used to go on training, have some new ideas, etc., to implement, and the director say, "No, we aren't doing it that way. L&D are out of touch with the way we do things. Whose fault is that?" And always felt like a wasted few hours. Such a shame. That brings back memories of like the David Brent training scene. But again, would point to not being coordinated, right? Why are you getting the training? But what do you all make of this? Does this reflect it kind of gives you the landscape, doesn't it? In terms of the respondents of Contact Babel have said, this is what we have. This is what we're looking to get. So the light green is used now and they are looking to replace. The light yellow is will implement within 12 months. Darker yellow is will implement after 12 months. And the red is no plans to implement. And there is also a white don't know, my favorite. So if you are a tech vendor, you might be looking at this thinking, okay, well, the light green and the yellows are indicative of what's possible in our market to be selling more silver bullets. So Ian has said, Danny, we're 8% chance of being stuck up there, not landing. Well, you do get to extend your holiday, right, Ian? So any surprises here? Not really, I guess, that call recording is... Are there still places that don't use it? It's a bit worrying. There's a couple of surprises in there. I'm surprised that email management software isn't higher, and a little surprised around some of the other ones with a lower kind of penetration in the market. What do you think? Is it reassuring? Is it a surprise? Let me move on. So the next section is what is preventing the contact center from achieving its aims? This is interesting. So respondents were asked to give their views on what was preventing the contact center from achieving its aims, assuming there was a gap between what was being achieved and what would be ideal. And their statements here were lack of vision about where the contact center is going, lack of investment in systems and processes, HR issues, attrition, absence, recruitment, agent skills, siloed channels prevent omnichannel and full view of the customer. Technology is holding us back, but we cannot yet be replaced. And then you can see red is they strongly agreed with that statement. Then agreed, the pink, neutral, disagree, strongly disagree. So technology and siloed channels prevent omnichannel and full view of the customer would appear to be the most popular reason for preventing the contact center from achieving its aim. HR issues, attrition, absence, recruitment, agent skills, lack of investment in systems and processes, and lack of vision about where the contact center is going isn't really an issue, it would appear. David says lack of priority giving to contact center operations still. Yes, it would appear so, wouldn't it? On call recording, I think it's time that a lot of companies upgrade what they are using. Some of the tech in companies is not great. I agree, Marianne. Danny, the HR issues are output symptoms of other issues. That vision direction is, in my opinion, the single most important influencer of all of the others. Yes, Danny, I agree. Scott, good morning. One that stands out for me on the last slide is AI. 44% looking to implement. This suggests removal of administrative tasks, meaning contact center employees will be dealing with more complicated niche queries. Quality will become even more important. There you go. Yeah, there you have it. I agree, Scott. So what Danny's saying here, of course, is that this top one leads to all of the others. So whilst the respondents have said a lack of vision about where the contact center is going, that kind of strategy and culture lead to all of the others. Now, what has been the trend over time? Because I think we will all agree, some of us are saying there are some challenges in our industry at the moment. How do these trend? This is feedback from contact center leads. Not really surprising that they don't think their vision is holding them back. It's the lack of my vision holding us back. That's very true, Kerry. Um, Rob says siloed channels is a real alarm bell moment. Are we really doing? Are we really doing all the channels but not connecting them? Yes, I would say absolutely, Rob. Ian says HR attrition is in many ways a product of how you hire. Get the right people in, explain what you are doing and how they will stay. Um, True, Ian, very true. Now, Pete says, how about the rest of the business? Stop looking at CC operations and support teams as a low skill cost center to be tolerated, and instead look at it as an opportunity to provide an experience focused differentiator service that retains customers and increases EXCX and LTV. Soapbox. Pete, I love it when you get on a soapbox. Love it. Because that is spot on. How can you have the right processes, all the right behaviors if you don't know where you're going? Vision is so underutilized in the operational context. Very true, Danny. Bev says Kerry's hit the nail on the head, which is, yes, I would like to respond that it's my lack of vision that's causing all the problems, says the contact center lead filling out the survey. Ian says it's not about experienced, educated agents. It is about correctly skilled agents. True, Ian. Marking our own homework. Yeah, I've done really well, actually. Oh, that's a surprise. So, how are we trending all the way back from 2015 to now? It would seem, if you see that yellow line in the middle is HR issues, that it dropped in 2020. Is that because of lockdown and then it started to creep up? Other than the lack of vision, which has always been low because we're all over this, say the people responsible for the vision. It seems that we had some dips and now we're racking back up again on lack of investment. Technology's holding us back. Siloed channels are affecting provision of customer service, which has been the highest all the way through this, and we still haven't done anything about it. I've been hearing nothing but good things about confirmation bias. I hear it's the best. Yeah, absolutely love that. So, another trend chart here. So, a special announcement, actually, everybody. We did it. We did it. That is it. That is the end of the Decision Makers Guide from Contact Babel. We read the whole thing, every single thing. I have to be honest. So that's 474 pages that me and all of you guys have gone through. It's been emotional. It was a little bit like, you know, when you've been binge watching a series that you really like, and then when it's over, and it hasn't helped that I've been ill, but it's made me pretty sad. So Rob, so oh my God, what will we do every week now? I know. I've got good news. I think now what are we gonna read? I know, don't worry, everybody, don't panic, don't panic. Well, actually, Bev, it's the CX Decision Makers Guide that is out, and I thought we should start with that. What do you think? So it's not the contact center decision makers; it is the CX decision makers. So that will be interesting to see what the differences are. I am not going to reveal any confirmation bias. I'm going to try and do what I've done all the way through the one that we've just gone through, and just present the information and let you guys discuss it. We're going to do the same with the CX version. So Rob, rest assured, more people saying they're getting it right. Well, let's wait and see. I imagine there's going to be far more gobbledygook, but I'm really looking forward to it. So panic, do not panic. because I went into some momentary panic. Love moving from documentary programs to comedy. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, when you watch something heavy, you've always got maybe a cartoon. I could do a cartoon version. I think CCDM should be speaking to the CXDMs. Imagine the possibilities. I know. So we're going to be able to scrutinize this, but I just don't want to overlook the fact that you've all achieved something. We've achieved something together. I have always downloaded these guides. Never up until right now have I ever gone all the way through, and we've done it all together. We've shared a moment and an experience, and I thank you for that. Is there not a Babel After Dark opportunity? Same content, but with post watershed language and partial nudity. I will not be putting that on anyone. There'll be no partial nudity from myself. This is as nude as I want to get. You don't want to see that, but there could well be. You're going to give us all a badge. Yes, I will. If you come along to the expo, I'll give you all a badge for coming through, and we did it. It is according to who writes it. It could be hysterical. It could very well be hysterical. So that's what we'll be doing from next week. We've done it. 474 pages. I don't know about you, but some of my takeaways actually are that I feel a little bit more informed about what people are saying in our industry based on their own centers. It's been fascinating. For some, it's validated thoughts and experiences. For others, it has been something a bit new, but it's been awesome to share it with you all. We will get cracking on the CX version next week, but thank you all very much for your time again this morning. It's been brilliant. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you all next Tuesday. Well done, everybody.